What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is MICHEL, and welcome back to another Game Week Differentials. It's Game Week 2 time, and rather than just the average run-of-the-mill Guerrero, Ibrahimovic, blah blah blah, what players can you expect under the 5% that could get you a hell of a lot of points? Well, first of all, let's have a look at how I did before in Game Week 1. As you can see on the screen, there is a chart, well, table I suppose you could call it, that shows all the players I picked, besides Mandanda, who I'm still bemused as to why he didn't start ahead of Hennessy, and Johnson, who honestly, I hold my hands up for that one, didn't realise he wasn't lacking that finish or actually injured. They all did really well. Tadic, although he got 2 points, looked lively, so I wouldn't transfer him out yet if you've got him. Dawson grabbed a clean sheet, although he got a yellow card. You got Juventus, got an assist. Hernandez got an assist. Walcott, who scored, although he missed a penalty. And Redmond, who absolutely smashed it and has now gone from 4.2% to over 9%. So that's over double what he was last week. A great find there. Can we find a player like Redmond again this week? Well, I've got a few players I think at least could do what Redmond did last week. Starting off with MICHEL VORM of Tottenham. Now a weird one, and probably not one for the long run, but MICHEL VORM at £5 million. It's quite a bargain. His next 5 fixtures go Crystal Palace at home, Liverpool at home, Stoke away, Sunderland at home, and Middlesbrough at home. So for me, he's looking good. In front of it, he's sitting behind a really good defence as well, and Tottenham look solid as ever, only conceding the goal in the weekend because of a fluky free kick. I feel like it could be quite a few clean sheets for MICHEL VORM in the time that Lloris is out injured. Now next up, we've got an Everton keeper by the name of Martin Stekelenburg. Now, I strayed away from Game Week 1 of Everton goalkeepers, plainly because they're playing against Tottenham for one, and I didn't know which one was going to pick. They're both 5 million, and I honestly was not sure who was going to play. Stekelenburg got the nod, looked pretty solid, only conceded the 1 goal against Tottenham, and looks really good. His next 5 fixtures also look really good. West Brom away, Stoke at home, Sunderland away, Middlesbrough at home, and Bournemouth away is a feisty looking affair, and could see 5 clean sheets from 5, who knows, but he's valued at 5 million, just 1.7% of people have got him. I'd say it's worth a gamble. Onto our defence, and our only defender this week. I only found one really under the mark that could have done well, or I think will do really well. Is a really big gamble. It's KOSCIELNY. Now £6 million is expensive for a defender. There's not many players of £6 million or 6.5 out there at the moment. But KOSCIELNY comes in at around 3.9%, and troubles at the back have led into maybe being pushed into starting this game week. Of course, they're about Gabriel and Mertesacker. Chambers and Holding do not look like they're going to be at Premier League standard anytime soon, so KOSCIELNY might be forced back into the team. And to be honest, the next game is against Leicester, although it might be nervy. I feel like they could maybe get a clean sheet from that. Then they've got Watford, Southampton, Hull, and Chelsea. 3 out of 4 of those games I'd say get clean sheets from, so get him in whilst he is not very picked, and you could see quite a good point increase. And talking about Arsenal, we're going to stay on Arsenal for another really big risk, is SANTI CAZORLA. Now, why is SANTI CAZORLA a big risk? Because I don't feel like he could play further forward, but he might be forced into playing forward, which could help him in the long run. If Ozil isn't pushed into the team, I feel like CAZORLA will play further forward. If not, play in the centre next to maybe El Neni or Coquelin, depending on which one Wenger prefers. We value at £7.5 million. He's only selected by 1.9% of people, and last game week he got 7 points. From playing 30 minutes of football, he got 2 assists. If that doesn't detail how vital he could be for the team this season, need I say, he's going to be vital for the team this season. There's no point about it. He is back, hopefully for good, and this season he really could be worth £7.5 million. Another midfielder that's sort of been out of the first team picture for quite a long time is Raheem Sterling, but he's back in the first team picture, had a decent start and looked good in the Champions League as well. That is the only thing though. If you're going to select him, £8 million, selected by 2.1% of people. He played in both the Premier League and the Champions League. Maybe he might get a rest, who knows. But if he does play, if it's worth a risk, £8 million is definitely worth it. He starts away at Stoke, then home to Manchester United, home to West Ham United, away to Manchester United, home to Bournemouth, and away to Swansea. I think he looks really appetising, and for me, if I had the money, I'd be going for him. Myself, because looking at the fact that Stoke aren't the paciest of teams, Raheem Sterling could absolutely rip them to shreds of his running. Now, the cheapest midfielder out of the 4 midfielders I've got, including one extra for this one, is a £5.5 million man called Gaston RAMIREZ. Now, he looked really good for Middlesbrough in the first game. Ex-Southampton player. I'm surprised Southampton, he was pushed out of that team quite a lot, but he's valued at £5.5 million. He's selected by 1.6 of people, and he got 4 points last game week for an assist. He would have got more, but he got a yellow card. And he starts off away against Sunderland, a team that aren't the best defensively, but possibly could get something out of. Then you got away against West Brom, home to Crystal Palace, away against Everton, and at home to Tottenham. It looks as if he's going to be their side's prime creator. For £5.5 million, that bargain buy, maybe to sit on the bench, maybe to come in, it could be worth a real good risk, and it really could pay off. Our last midfielder of the episode is a man by the name of Oscar. Just Oscar and nothing else. Now this one I feel like is probably, I'd say, the biggest risk, because he's the only one that really didn't do anything last game. Apart from VORM and KOSCIELNY, who didn't play, he got 2 points. He didn't get a goal or assist or a clean sheet bonus because they conceded. So why am I saying Oscar? Well, he looked really good, and I feel like he was quite unlucky. He was fouled in the area, but a penalty wasn't given. He looked really lively, and West Ham in the end were just about good enough defensively to keep him out. Oscar this week plays away at home to Watford, and I'm seeing, though Watford aren't the worst defensive team, Oscar and players and co really could rip him to shreds. And for £7.5 million, he's not really been scouted that much. Only 1.6% of people. He is definitely worth the gamble. And finally, the only striker of the episode, because I would have said Negredo, but he's gone up one, and he's also selected by loads of people now, is Mr. Salomon Rondon of West Bromwich Albion. Now, why do I say this? This one looks really good, and to be honest, I'm looking at probably bringing him in for Randy Carroll or Mr. Andre Gray. I might give Andre Gray a few more game weeks, but Andy Carroll I think will be coming out for Rondon, mainly because he's owned by 3.1% people. Last game week he got 8 points, he scored the vital goal, grabbed some bonus points along the way as well. That really helped him out. His next 5 games: home to Everton, home to Middlesbrough, away to Bournemouth, home to West Ham, and away to Stoke. All 5 of those games you could see maybe a goal or 2 for him, and all 5 of those games look really appetising, and I think in the future game weeks are even better for him. I'm just going to get it up right now. We look at Salomon Rondon. His fixtures after that, he's got Sunderland away, Spurs at home, Liverpool away, Man City at home. Although it gets harder, the Sunderland away, the first 6 game weeks he's got really looking good, and even then Liverpool away, they looked nervy at the back and will still look nervy at the back. I think Man City and Spurs can be targeted in certain areas, as Everton found out. And it's definitely worth a risk. I'm seeing Rondon as one of the best players for £6.5 million this season, excluding Negredo. I feel like he might just tip him. But Rondon, I'd say, is definitely worth bringing in. And that's that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and comment who are you going with from the differentials. Are you going with anyone? Are you going to risk anything, or just play it safe in the first few game weeks to get yourself on the board? Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Have a good game week, and peace.